meeting of the Village of Armada will now come to order. Will everyone stand for the Pledge of Allegiance to the flag, please? I pledge
Allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. Clerk, call roll, please.
Shaw.
Here.
Clark.
Here.
Conan.
Here.
Bullock.
Here.
Baylor.
Here.
Cooper. Here. Elkie. Here.
What is the council's wishes for approval of the agenda, please?
I make a motion to approve the agenda as presented.
Support. Moved and supported. Any further discussion? If not, all in favor?
Aye.
Next is citizen comments. Anyone in the audience would like to address the council at this time? Give your name and you have 3 minutes to address the council, please.
Is this specifically, my name is Jeff Dietrich. I'm with Samaritan House coming to present. Is that later in the agenda?
Yep.
Or?
Yep.
Okay, thanks.
Anyone else? Okay. So no citizen comments, no presentations tonight. The administrative reports, you have the building department report, planning commission meeting minutes as of November 6th, planning commission 2017 in review, planning commission 2018 agenda, and commissioner liaison reports at this time. Any commissioner liaison reports at this time?
I've got a quick one.
Steve, go ahead, please.
We continue to have some electrical issues down at the sewer plant. Chris called me last week. The lights were dimming out, relays were popping and banging. He had a call in the DTE. He called some of his people. What they decided to do, they shut down the plant, ran down the generator for about an hour. It ran good on the generator, and then when they switched back over to DTE power, everything came up fine, and it's been running fine ever since. But DTE is going to be out sometime this week. They're going to hook up a monitor so that we can, if Chris has a problem at 10:02, they can go back on, look at the DTEs, you know, what they had coming in, and see if they had a little hiccup there or if there was a problem, so. But I think, like I told you before, we just may end up calling an electrician in. We've had some transformer problems. I also think we have a grounding problem, and we might just have to work our way through things to settle some things out, so. But that's where we stand right now.
Very good, thank you. Anyone else? If not, general business, consent agenda, approval of the regular council meeting minutes of December 18th, and the payment of bills. What's the council's wishes?
Mr. President, I'll move the consent agenda be accepted as presented.
Support. Moved and supported. Any further discussion? If not, all in favor?
Aye.
Motion carried. There's no old business tonight, so new business at this time is a CDBG public hearing. That can start now with the motion, please, at 7 p.m.
I make a motion to open the public hearing at 7:05.
Support.
Moved and supported. Any further discussion? If not, all in favor?
Aye.
Is that
Motion
roll call?
carried.
I think that's roll call,
Okay.
right? For public hearing?
Yes, the open one, it
You
is.
just,
Yeah, go ahead.
lost me there for a minute. Cooper.
Yes.
Baylor.
Yes.
Bullock.
Yes.
Conan.
Yes.
Clark.
Yes.
Elkie. Yep. Shaw.
Yes.
Motion carried. Did you want to start that,
You want me to?
Michelle?
All right.
Yes.
Okay, as everybody knows, this is our yearly CDBG public hearing. This year, the county has allocated $10,000, and this is projected, of course, $10,000 for us smaller communities. 300 of that, right off the bat, is taken for the county's chart program. So that brings us down to $9,700. They allow us to give up to $2,200. It's a little bit more than the 15% that they used to always set it. It's about 23%. But we can give up to $2,200 to nonprofits. It is my recommendation that we take the balance of $7,500 and we put it towards our senior minor home repair program. I'm still trying to get that up and, going. We're putting something on the water bills this time, so they go out. It's already on the website. I've had one person come in and fill out an application just to have it at the county. So they're already income qualified, so when a problem arises, they can go to the county and hopefully be awarded their $500 to go towards a repair. So, only because we don't have any other projects to put it towards. So, we've gotten several requests again this year. McCrest has asked for $792. Samaritan House has requested $1,000. PAL has requested $1,625. Care House is $600. Macomb Homeless Coalition is $1,000. If you'll notice on all the information that I gave you, the Macomb Homeless Coalition is asking for that to pay for the salaries of their people. We generally do not do that. We give just to organizations that are actually helping our community. If you read through your stuff, and I'm sure that Mr. Hundy may touch on this, in the summaries from the county, it said that they had to recapture some money from PAL. That number was inaccurate, and if you'll note, I put in Sandy Hoxie's email regarding that, explaining it. In a nutshell, what happened was, they try to help all the kids that they can. I believe 3 of the kids that applied did not live in the service area, which is Macomb County. 1 lived in Richmond Township, and I believe 2 lived up in St. Clair County. They all go to our main schools. It's our school district, unfortunately, spreads into more than Macomb County. So they would not let them use that money to help send those kids to camp. I would ask you guys to please not let that affect your contribution to PAL. It was something that they have never been bothered with before. This was the first year it was an issue. And I don't know if there's anything different. That in a nutshell is what happened. And it's a shame, but, so some of the money did get recaptured, not as much as the county originally. And I have an email in here from the county correcting that also. And I also gave you what we gave to last year and the amounts, just like I do every year. So that's what's going on.
Anyone else?
You got it. If the public has any comments, I don't now would be the time, correct?
Yes.
Yeah, okay.
My name is Jeff Dietrich with Samaritan House. We want to thank you for your past contributions. We really appreciate it. I just grabbed some quick numbers. Past 5 months, we served 59 individuals in Armada, which is 22 food orders for 9 families. And we're budgeted for Armada for 142 individuals served in the next 6 months, 53 food orders. Again, we guess that's going to be about 19 families. So that's a normal amount for us. So, and again, we appreciate everything you do for us and appreciate all your support in the past.
Do you know if those are village or township families? Do you know if they were village or township
No,
families?
I just got Armada.
Just
written
okay.
down. I should
Okay.
village or township.
You pretty much summarized what we know in terms of, Sandy's our treasurer, so she just kind of keeps us in the loop on all the budgetary stuff. I'm not the expert, neither is Anna here on that, but we're on the PAL board, so we wanted to represent because Sandy's on vacation and couldn't be here. But I think she was pretty clear in what she expressed, kind of the sort of loophole that happened this year, or last year, excuse me.
Yeah.
So.
In the particular, I'm Anna Becker with Armada PAL. The money that we're requesting for this year would send 5 kids to camp. So
That's great.
Anyone else?
I can make a motion to close the public hearing at 7:11.
If there's no other comments.
I'll support.
Moved and supported. Any further discussion? If not, you want to call?
No, we don't do roll.
No. All in favor?
Aye.
Okay, motion carried.
Okay, and
So-
if you guys will notice, the request amount is, of course, much higher than the 2,200 that we're allowed, which is always the case, so.
So at this time, what is the council's wishes as to the 2018 request?
Well, that's 7,500, Michelle.
Mhm.
That's where it could help people.
Yes, up to $500.
Now, do we have any requests in for that?
Not yet,
from
but the
people?
requests won't come in through me, but the applications will come through. I have the paperwork to give to the, we have to get the word out.
Yeah.
I've notified the three women that we helped with the sidewalks by mail.
Yeah.
One has come back in. So like I said, on the water bills on the 20th, we're putting just a blue, that they can call and get the information. The biggest thing is getting the word out so people know that that's available to them. I don't know that we'll be able to spend it, Dave. I mean, there's just, my hope is that directly helps someone in the village. I mean, directly, it's a good program, so.
Well,
Just
it's always
getting the word
nice if we can help our residents.
Yes.
Some of them really don't have a real good income, so.
Right.
The ones that need it, sometimes they're shy and not coming forward.
Mhm.
So, but anyone that has any, sort of relationship with the person, wish they would contact them and tell them too also that they are, it is available, in other words, for them. Just contact our clerk's office.
And it's, you know what I mean, and if you're not interested in sharing with me, per se, your income, this can be handled straight through the county. I can just put you in touch with the right people, so you can contact them. Some people don't want, in their business, so, and I get it, so.
But you might want to mention too that it's not reimbursements.
It's not reimbursements.
If you're interested in something in the program, you need to make your application and go through the process first, and the payment will go directly through.
What they'll do is, if you fill out your information, your income information, that goes to the county, or you can file it through, however you want to choose to do it. Contact me, I'll let you know. But they will find the repair person for you. So, even if, say you need to replace your hot water heater, all right, you need to call the county and you say, look, I've already been approved, I'm low to moderate income, senior citizen, I've met all your qualifications. They will find somebody for you and they will pay the first $500. So, and it's, you don't have to pay that back. So it's actually free money. But, it's something that but you must income qualify to do so. And for, senior citizens that are on Social Security, and that's not hard to do. It's not asset related, it's income related. So just remember that. It's not, but it is available to you. There's other programs through the county that will help you with even larger projects, which are like low interest loans. Those I'm not as well versed in. I'm not even completely well versed in this because this is still new to us also. So, but I'd love to, get a bunch of people at the county. That way when something happens, they got your application and you're ready to go. I need new windows, I need a window, I need a new door, I need a, hot water heater, a furnace, something, anything like that. They're minor home repairs and you can get up to $500 that you don't have to pay back.
So if we're looking at this, it looks like with the $7,500 for the senior home repair program, the $300 for the chore program, we have $2,200 available for distribution to
Yes.
the other charities, correct?
Yep.
So if we look at that, McRest, do we know if the church in town is still doing that this year?
Yes. Well, I don't know. I know they always, you would know, Mike, probably. It's the congregational church usually.
I'm not sure if they are or not.
They've done it the last
Yeah,
time.
they,
I don't know.
They
the
have
answer to
one
that.
They'll do it again.
So
Don't know.
even if we looked at doing, because ASEP didn't ask for any this
They
year.
did not.
So even if we look at like McRest and PAL for last year, if we did exactly what we did last year, that's $1,900. That'd be $300 we could do for Samaritan House. If we gave McRest exactly what they got last year, PAL what they got last year, and Samaritan House the rest of it, because ASAP didn't come.
If they didn't apply, they didn't even put
If
in.
everyone is okay with that, that would be, so 300 for McRest, or I'm sorry, 300 for Samaritan House,
500 for
500 for McRest, and 1,400 for PAL, which is what we did last year. Does that sound good to everyone?
Sounds good.
So if everyone's okay, I can go ahead and make the motion.
Sure.
Do that.
All right, I make a motion to approve the fiscal year 2018-2019 CDBG program based upon an entitlement of $10,000 and allocated as follows. Capital projects, senior home repair program, $7,500. Program services, McRest program services for $500. Samaritan House, $300. Armada PAL, $1,400, and Chore program, $300, equaling $10,000.
Support.
Moved and supported. Any further discussion? You want to make that a roll call on the money part itself, please?
Cooper,
Yes.
Ballard,
Yes.
Shaw,
Yes.
Belkey,
Yes.
Clark,
Yes.
Cronin,
Yes.
Wallach.
Yes. Motion carried.
Thank you for coming.
Yeah, thanks very much, appreciate it.
You don't have to stay, but you can stay if you want.
All right, well, thank you, appreciate it.
Have a good night, guys.
Yep, well, great.
See ya.
Have a good night.
camera.
Next is the DDA budget approval. What are your wishes, council?
President, I resolve to approve the proposed fiscal year 2018, 2019 budget for the Downtown Development Authority Fund.
Support.
Moved and supported. Any further discussion? If not, all in favor?
I'm doing-
Aye.
Do a roll.
Roll call.
Do a roll.
Oh, all right, yeah, I'm sorry.
Ballard,
Yes.
Clark,
Yes.
Belkey. Yes. Cronin,
Yes.
Shaw,
Yes.
Wallach,
Yes.
Cooper.
Yes. Sorry. Yes. I think I need some water.
That one sounds good.
Okay, motion carried. Next is the approval for the clerk to attend the Clerk Master Academy. Like I did say that, within the budget itself, earlier in the workshop, that I think some of these fees should be cut. And because we're gonna have a very tight year. Even though we went with the Public Act there of 233 for the police department, still with our water and our infrastructure and everything else, sewer, and if we want to maintain this street and get it done, West Main Street that is, and then, we have to look at the local streets too, which we have a few of them that are in very dire need of repairs. So I think anything we cut any place is gonna, do well.
Can I counter that?
Sure.
Okay.
I imagine you can. I'm listening.
Okay, I've gone to school for this, obviously, for the last, 8 years or so. I've gotten my certification. This class, this 3-day class, allows me all my points for it. This is already in my budget for this year, just like it is every year. It would be a shame to lose my certification after all the work that I put into getting it. These classes are immensely helpful. It opens a network, it allows a lot of training. Sam's been through it, she knows exactly what I'm talking about. It's up to you guys what you do, but it would be a shame to lose it. but
Is this just a yearly thing
it goes every year.
forever, or?
But the
Because at
master,
one time it was gonna have an end.
I thought it did have an end, but the Master Academy does not.
You have to recertify, so
You have to
she's working on her
recertify, so I recertify with this class every year, it recertifies me as a certified clerk. So,
I make a motion to allow the clerk to attend the MAMC Institute from March 20th to 22nd, 2018, at a cost not to exceed $450, and to allow for lodging for a cost not to exceed $150, as allowed for in the 2017-2018 approved budget. I think it's very important for the clerk.
Second.
Moved and supported. Any further discussion?
So it's 450 plus 150?
yes,
Okay,
that's
I
right, yeah,
wasn't sure I was
because
reading
the
it right.
150 is lodging. I mean, we got
The 150 is large.
Yeah, and I split that with Mary,
Oh, and the
so,
450 is the registration?
the class.
Oh,
yes.
okay. I wasn't reading it right.
Yeah.
Now, did you pay that 150 yourself and then,
No, Mary and I split it. It's usually a $300 because it's a 3-night thing at the
They
hotel.
share a room.
So we share a room, so otherwise it would be a $300 cost for the room.
so in other words, we don't have to pay that though?
It's part of,
Paid
it's,
150.
yeah, you pay 150.
Split.
Our
Yeah.
total cost would be
$600.
Yeah,
would be
Yeah.
$600.
yeah. Do you want me to do a roll on that, or?
Yeah, it's money.
Okay, Belkey?
Yes.
Shaw?
Yes.
Clark?
Yes.
Cronin?
Yes.
Bailey?
Yes.
Cooper?
Yes.
Wallach?
No.
Oh, shoot. How did I do that? Oh. Thank you.
Motion carried. Up and coming agenda items, do we have any others other than what we stated earlier?
Yeah.
You wrote the one.
DPW.
And then, at this time now, the floor is open up for citizen comments again. Anyone would like to address the council at this time? Smiling.
Good to see you guys back out again.
Smiling.
It was cold there.
At this time then, council comments. Anyone having council
I
comments?
just got one to kind of reiterate what Dennis had in his report about the shoveling of sidewalks. I mean, winter has just really begun here, and people are required to shovel their sidewalks in a certain allotted time. And, there are still people that walk out there and have to walk, and
It's Becker.
Kids need to go to school.
We probably had a half dozen letters go out already reminding people that, about that requirement.
yeah.
What is the time frame on it?
24 hours, you
after
guys are
it's
supposed to get a shovel within 24 hours, but, you know, that's kind of like, kind of like a little bit, take that in stride, because
Right.
sometimes it's super cold and,
Yeah,
you
Yeah,
know,
like
like this
it's
morning
bad.
it snowed,
right.
you know.
But at least if
writing
they-
tickets the next day.
When we passed that, the idea was that you'd always have till the next day from the snowfall.
From when the snow ends.
If it snowed today, like today,
That's why I say we
you'd
don't
have
Till tomorrow.
When
tomorrow.
the snow ended at 8 AM this morning, we're not waiting till tomorrow morning and all of a sudden writing tickets, you know. Reasonable. If they went for 3-4 days, write them a letter, hey, you gotta shovel your snow.
What is the ticket on that?
What's that?
How much is that ticket?
We have a ticket on it.
Oh,
It's
okay.
always been letters.
Okay.
And usually people comply.
Just shovel.
It would probably be at least probably 50 to 75
Yeah,
bucks.
we probably have it scheduled out in the fine schedule, but I don't off the top of my head.
Yeah, I just.
We've
thought-
never issued one on
Okay.
particular for snow. Yeah.
Yeah, let's see it.
Usually it helps.
Oh. Community events, is there any that the council would like to mention?
It's gonna be 50 degrees come Thursday.
There you go, Scooter.
It's a community
Yeah.
event.
Yeah,
That's a big event.
You know, your shorts.
Yeah.
All right.
The kids have a half day of school on Friday and no school on Monday for MLK Day. Martin Luther King Jr. Just so people know.
There's no closed session tonight. At this time, open for adjournment.
It's time is 7:26. I make a motion to adjourn.
Support. Moved and supported. Any further discussion? If not, all in favor?
Aye.
Motion carried.
Hey Jeff, I got a quick question.